This video is intended purely to communicate information in accordance with the right of free speech.
Any advice given is a suggestion, and anyone seeking such advice should consult a competent professional.
All statements made in this video are my own honest opinion, and they do not represent any other person or body. As such, sharing matters covered in this video is in public interest.
Hi, fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. I'm as surprised as you are to be recording a video right now, but here we are. I wasn't going to record a video, but it's a slow night. I'm cold, I'm sitting uncomfortably. How are you? Okay, so I saw this video on YouTube. This guy, some old geezer. I've watched like one or two of his videos, and so Patrick Bet David, I had heard of because I'm a leftist. I think there has to be an element of leftism of being a leftist when you're anti-MLM, because in my opinion, and other people have said it as well, most famously Cal Gore, JJ, it is late stage capitalism. Like, it is the portrait of late stage capitalism. It's a people over profit. Have I got a tomato? I found my slow cooker, guys. I found this cooker. I'm going to go shopping on Tuesday for the ingredients to pie. I've just been eating other things instead. Of course, like, duh. Anyway, so late stage capitalism, people over profit over people. Anyway, amongst my leftist listening things, media diet. Okay, yeah. I watch the Majority Report, who I'm really cranky with at the moment because they're using ExpressVPN as a sponsor, and ExpressVPN is Israeli and Israeli owned by a guy named Teddy Sagai, and he's supported the Israeli occupying forces. I'm not going to call them the IDF anymore because they're an occupying force. IOF. Anyway, they're using them as a sponsor. They are anti-Zionist, anti-genocide. Like, they are against the genocide, and they have a fucking... Anyway, love the Majority Report, except for that one thing. And I remember I've been trying to tell them about it, and it's annoying. So they cover, like, right-wing fools, and they dispel, like, misinformation, and they talk about, like, what these people do, and try to fight the, like, propaganda that they spin. And this introduced me to Patrick Bet David. Frida, she's like, it's like all the dogs just melted into that chair. PBD podcast. So the PBD podcast is Patrick Bet David's show. He's got a whole bunch of these doofuses, and they're not very smart. He is an Iranian immigrant. He's now an American citizen. Are you worried, Patrick? They'll turn on you too, mate. Anyway, and he's got some other people on the. He does debate leftists, like Sam Cedar has gone on the show, but mostly it's just like, we love Donald Trump hour. Well, 2 hours. I don't know how long. I've never seen a full podcast, only bits and pieces. And so when they first started talking about him, which was a couple of years ago now that I've been watching Majority Report regularly, and you would hear about PBD, and that he made his money in MLM, and that's how he has this podcast. He's got a lot of money. He's a businessman, etc., etc. So he had an MLM. I think he was the CEO of a insurance MLM, and I can't remember the name of it. It might come up in this video. I haven't done any research right now except for the thing that we're going to cover, and I was inspired because I saved this how long ago? Oh, on literally the 1st of the 1st. Yeah, Tish. At what time? Oh, at 5 p.m. It's not like midnight or something. Woo! What are you doing in the new year? Saving a PDF about PBD. Anyway, so I'd been meaning to cover him for a little while, but I just saw that some old geezer had done a video on him, much bigger YouTuber than me, obviously. And I'm like, ooh, I should do my video about PBD. So here we are. Okay, so that's him, PBD. This is from 2016, so he's looks a bit different now, and he's wearing an Ayrton Senna jacket. And you know what? Bet you that was actually Ayrton Senna's jacket, because he's really rich. Anyway, just wanted to drop in here and say, let's meet Patrick Bet David. Hey, I don't really introduce him in the video, so I'm just going to give you a little Wikipedia intro, and we'll have a quick look at his MLM that he founded. All right, so Patrick Bet David is younger than me. I was when I saw that, I was like, really, really, a year younger. Is an Iranian. I was right about him. Iranian. American businessman and podcaster. He's the host of PBD podcast and a Valuetainment. About BT Dubs. Valuetainment has just started like a right wing type. The View. It's terrible. Which covers topics such as current events, business, and pop culture, commonly featuring celebrity guests. In 2009, he founded PHP Agency, a multi-level marketing company selling life insurance and financial services. Guess what PHP stands for? Have a guess. It's people helping people. He knows what this is. He knows what MLM is. Anyway, that's him. He was in the army. He claimed to have briefly worked as a bodyguard for a leading LA cocaine dealer. This period, according to Bet David, contributed to his worldview. So PHP, like you're going to find out. Look, I've already recorded the video and I wasn't ready for how much fun it would be. You're like, what? Fun? Yeah, you're not ready. I wasn't ready. It was like I spent maybe a minute just like soundlessly laughing. It was just so funny to me. Okay, so he's also written a book called The Academy, which is propaganda. But this is PHP agency, right? People helping people. And I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, perhaps it's legit. And then I searched for, are you up there in my comment? PBD. And then I searched for those magical MLM words, income disclosure statement and compensation plan. If I ever am wondering, sometimes I do, is so-and-so in network marketing? And if it's unclear, my next step, income disclosure statement, compensation plan, because those are MLM things. Let's take a look here. Yeah, this is an MLM. Absolutely. Absolutely. Different levels being paid. You have to recruit people. There's a fast track. Is there a car bonus? The Great Equalizer bonus program. Bonus override on base only. Executive marketing director. No, but there is this 100K ring and a 50K watch. Those are the ugliest fucking things I've ever seen in watches and rings. I wonder if PBD still wears it. Anyway, that's the compensation plan. How well do you do in what? Let's be fair to an MLM and a right wing podcaster. Can I just remind everybody? I've been to the court in Nuremberg. I've sat in the courtroom where the Nazis were sentenced. I've sat on the bench where they sat because it's in a museum. One of the people who was hung at Nuremberg after they were found guilty of crimes against humanity was the editor of Der Stürmer, which was a newspaper that was a propaganda wing of the Nazi Party. Let's just say the Trump sycophants in the media are more than one editor. Do I believe in the death penalty? No. Crime crimes against humanity may make me think a little bit differently on that. But so 2022, here we go, income disclosure statement. So all I'm saying there was like, do I need to be fair to Patrick Bet David? No, but okay. It's been open since 2009. It's got a bit of staying power. So new associates affiliating with PHP must complete and execute the new associate agreement and pay a one-time fee of $299, just rounding it up. This enrollment fee includes administrative processing and certain education materials, licensing and resources, and support services. Look, I've previewed PBD's writing. He didn't write this. This is too well written. Oh, look, hang on. PHP Agency LLC offers a business opportunity that involves the sale of various life and annuity insurance products. PHP Agency LLC agents are 1099 independent contractors, not W2 paid employees. Whew. You're not a business owner. Thanks for that, Patrick. Well, it's not Patrick. He's not in the business anymore. But I'm just saying, he started this. This is his fault. Additionally, a required annual fee of $99 for associates and $180 for marketing directors is due via commissions for the PHP platform, which includes access and utilization of the Bamboo Associate Back Office, PHP Quest education website. Quest. That's what we call my Queensland Teachers Union education branch, Quest. The PHP mobile app and other services and resources. NAA refunds. A newly enrolled associate has 3 business days from enrollment date, the date the $199 was paid, to provide PHP agency a formal request for a refund. The formal request can be made here. Chart below illustrates compensation. The chart below illustrates PHP agency LLC's commissions paid to its life licensed agents in the period of January 1 to December 31, 2022. Independent agents' business results vary and no income is promised or guaranteed. Of course, it's not. This 3 years old now. Okay. Under $1,000 a year, and the average was 388. See, that's not giving you the rank. That's interesting. 44% of people earned under $1,000. 1,000 to 5,000. So people earning under $5,000 is 75%. 3/4 of the people are making under $5,000 a year. Good work, Patrick. 5 to 10, we've got 8.6%. 10 to 25, 8.2%. 25 to 50, 3.8%. So, look, I think you would not be able to live on $50,000 alone in the US. I mean, you may be able to live on $50,000 alone in the US, but not if you had a partner or a family, and it would depend on where you lived, because if you live somewhere that has really expensive rent, that's not going to cover it. And so that is under $50,000 is 75 plus 16, 81, 91%, 92%, 95.8% of people. I just did that roughly. That's not exact, but around about 95% of people earn under $50,000. That is not enough to live. And 90% earn under $25,000. Yeah. Did Patrick Bet David get rich? Fuck yes, he did. I just want to have a look at Valuetained, just so you can see. Valuetained. The other guys on Valuetained are dumb as a box of hair, honestly. All right, we'll go to YouTube. God damn it. I did the mowing. It was pretty exciting. I'm doing this thing where now Wilbur does not like the vacuum cleaner. Hates it. He's very scared of it. The others don't like it or anything, but Wilbur's just really, really afraid of it. Anyway, so I've got an electric mower, no battery mower, because I have to keep him on the lead when he's around Murphy. I was like leading him around. And oh really? No, Chase, you didn't go on PBD, did you? Oh, I like that guy. He's on from the they do body language analysis. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I used to be like fully into it. So you can see, Look at the set of his. So, yeah, that's the set of his thing. It's a professional. Oh, this is so dumb. Look, see how they definitely do not deserve my fucking in fairness to them. Look, they can't talk about like Ron DeSantis's wife being dodgy without calling out Bill and Hillary Clinton. They're not well liked. Do you know that? And here, and ethnic cleansing. Trump slammed South African genocide during heated White House. Yeah, yeah. He was wrong. He proved himself to be an absolute fucking idiot. You sycophants. Yeah, so that's it. Um, these guys don't have any brains. Um, make America like Dearborn, as fucking if everyone is so racist here. And Patrick, even if you're a Christian, you will not be saved. You are not white. They will not save you. You are from Iran. They see you as an Arab. They see you as a Muslim. And I know those two things are different, but the average ignorant, bigoted American doesn't know. I can't read any more of these because it's making me angry. These people have so much money, 6.8 million. I'm sorry, you have 6.85 million subscribers and you're only getting 17K on that. 78K, 94K. And you got 6 million? Okay. Do they have the girls thing on here? Vinny's a complete idiot. He's been on Pierce Morgan. They're not smart people. The guy with the glasses, he's their sort of half liberal intellectual, and he's not very smart either. So that is him. That's an introduction. And now you're going to get Valuetained by his terrible book. Around that time, there was a fellow who you may remember, John Oliver, who had made a video about MLMs, and it caused a bit of a stir. So, oh, this is an ebook. It's 42 pages. I don't. What have I got myself into? Am I going to do this in two parts? Maybe. All right. So Patrick, but David, I don't know if he was still in MLM at this point in time, but that's something I can probably research if I give myself some time to do that instead of just press record and go. Can you imagine? Anyway, yeah, maybe I should have researched more, but guess what, guys? Patrick Bet-David is the CEO of PHP Agency. So that means he's an owner. He's an MLM owner. So he is a absolute scumbag. And I looked because I found this picture of him. Good times at NGM Grand Arena at our annual convention. So he is there. And look at this. Thomas Ellsworth, CSO. He's on the pod. This guy is the one on the pod who I said's like the, dude, dude, like they're liberal. There's his wife. Wow. Wow. So, yep, great. The other thing that I thought was interesting about it, look at the homepage. Here we go. Oh, look at the company thing here. Races, 43% Hispanic Latino. Patrick, you support Trump. Who is he targeting? Who is ICE targeting on his orders and Stephen Miller's orders? 34% Black African American, 11% White Caucasian, and 12% other. Gender, 53% women. That surprises me in an insurance one. There are more women in MLM, no doubt, but it's usually not in an insurance MLM. Experience, 92% no prior industry experience. Damn. And this one, I hate it. I think I might talk to Erin about covering this because clearly that is something that stands out. Military, 7% military veterans. Disgusting. Average age 35. Yeah. So Patrick Bet-David, terrible right wing podcast host who props up the Trump regime also owns an MLM. He's gross. I promise the rest of the video is hilarious. Because he's not very smart. Bye. Let's have a look. So, I still don't tell anyone, but I have not watched the John Oliver MLM video. I know it'd be good. I love John Oliver. I thought he was fantastic in Community. He was one of my faves. All right. So this is Patrick Bet-David's ebook called, so many books that I've read use the Microsoft Word formatting for pages, right alignment, second one down. Anyway, why am I reading to Phil's his formatting? I don't know. It's ripe for comedy. It's called The Real Truth About Network Marketing by Patrick Bet-David. Patrick, do you want to talk about what your biases might be? I also don't have my glasses on, so why am I doing this right now? Anyway, his biases are huge. John Oliver's not anti-MLM. He's not pro-MLM. He's just a guy, so I think if you're going to defend MLM, you should think about that. All right, so this ebook is based on a video that you can find that was the video, that was what I showed you before. Recently, John Oliver, who has his own show on HBO, did a video on multi-level marketing and network marketing. Patrick, is that really your opening line? Because those two things are the same thing. Okay? It prompted hundreds of emails and messages sent our way asking, Pat, what do you think about what John Oliver said about network marketing? God, is this really your hook? There was a video, and people said, what do you think about this? Really? Mario and I then watched the video. He's a storyteller. I didn't think it would be so ridiculous, like just in the first fucking paragraph, but it is. Okay. Mario, I think, is one of his outsiders. One thing I love about comedians is that they can, for example, talk about how bad Republicans are one week, and the next week talk about how bad Democrats are. Yep. So, look, when you're writing paragraphs, right? Usually, when you finish a paragraph, you link to the next paragraph. So, unless if it's a new thing, you've really got to that's the next chapter, right? Finish that thought. What the fuck are you talking? Where did that come from? Anyway, this is one thing I love about Jon Stewart. Do you still love Jon Stewart, Patty boy? Do ya? Even though he leans to the left, he's willing to give both sides. They say things in a way that are funny, and they can get away with it because at the end of the day, they can just say, I'm just a comedian. I didn't mean anything by it. So it's cool. Oh, damn. Is that where? I didn't know that's where we're going. Yeah, I've heard Bill Maher say that. Despite talking about politics, covering politics, being involved in politics for many, many years, and because he turned tail and went to a dinner with Donald Trump, he says, I'm just a comedian. What am I supposed to do? Fuck that noise. You have power. Theo Von talks about how he thinks there might be, I think that it's a genocide happening in Gaza. He opened for Donald Trump in Qatar last week. He had dinner with Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump. He was asking what he didn't know what he could do. How about talk to those fucking people? Anyway, the point is, yeah, comedians can do that. And they can also be cowardly fucks who just say whatever makes them money, Joe Rogan. Okay. That's one that let's get let's go back to this tangent, Tish. I was a bit disappointed with how John Oliver handled this topic because while he's a great comedian, he only gave one side of the story when it comes to network marketing. So today I want to completely break it down and cover the following 6 things with you about network marketing. What is network marketing? Good. Types of MLM products. Hang on. You're talking about network marketing. Multi-level marketing? I think you need to be really clear about your terms here because you claimed up here or multi-level marketing and network marketing. No, they're the same thing. Common criticisms of network marketing, different types of network marketing compensation plans. Ooh, thrilling. Who is this for? This is great for me. But who is it? Who is this for? Oh, other network marketers, I suppose. Because then they can have, you've seen the John Oliver thing? Let me show you Patrick Bet David's thing. It's not good. That's page 2. Maybe it's good. Anyway, the benefits of joining a network marketing company, what to look for in a network marketing company. Okay. Why is it always somebody who worked at a gym? Why? I watched Erin's video on Melaleuca today, which is definitely an MLM in my opinion. And there's an Australian team currently recruiting. I don't know when that video was from, but he talks about some people being in Australia recruiting and trying to build their team. And I was very surprised that the person giving the speech was black or appearing non-white, because I know Melaleuca people and the Vandersloots, the owners, I know their politics. They don't really like. You got to. Anyway, he talked about being in a gym, and then he talked about recruiting somebody who was in a gym. So I'm like, it's always been in a gym, Dan. Okay, my personal experience with network marketing. That wasn't. You didn't put that in your dot points, Patrick. PBD, come on. But first, you don't. This writing is terrible. You don't need, it's in the title. Just start the story. But first, let me share with you my personal experience with network marketing. I used to work at Valley Total Fitness many years ago. I was a 20-year-old and had just recently gotten out of the army. I was 20 years old. Why a 20-year-old? This is 2016. Copyright by Patrick Bet David. Can I go do like a late edit? MLMers and network marketers often love to target gym salesmen because people who work at gyms know everybody. Yeah. Oh, that's handy to know. Now I know why it's always a gym person. Everyone comes to the gym, and the best guys at the gym are connected with everybody. The best guys at the gym? Who's the best guys at the gym? That's weird. So everyone tried to recruit me and everybody else to a network marketing company. So eventually, oh my God, he's starting with all of the sentences with so. I had to stop myself from doing that. And it's a verbal crutch that I have too. So, okay, even as a teacher. So eventually one of my friends gave me a tool commonly used at the time, a VHS video to watch. That's kind of funny. Up to that point, I had no idea what network marketing was. God damn. I had no clue what network marketing was. I'd just gotten out of the army, and in the army, one of our sergeants that was making $60K a year as a master sergeant was making $150 in a legal network marketing company. So I knew there was something there, but I didn't fully know about it. I know it's English as an additional language or dialect, EALD, but he can have it. He's very rich. Hire an editor. Why is army capitalized as well? So on the day that he gave me the video, I was ticked off at my job. Who? The Master General? Because if it was the Master Sergeant, one of my friends. Okay, so a friend, sorry. I was ticked off at my job. I got home from a nightclub at 2 a.m. and put on the video. It was an hour and a half video, and after watching it, I said, I'm interested. I called the guy and used my credit card to pay the $1,500 to get started. I had a guy that I was working with in my upline that changed companies 7 different times. I had a guy that I was working with in my upline through your upline? Like, or was he? I don't know. So at the time, since he was older than me, I just followed him from one company to the next. Since he kept telling me this one's going to be better. Was he your upline? That's what it sounds like. Wow. And that's on manipulation, dude. Like, can you not see that that was bad? And he's about to offer a defense for MLM? Really? Finally, I said, don't call me, don't touch me. Was he touching you? PBD? Don't talk to me. Don't approach me about anything to do with any of this stuff. I was so annoyed because all my friends thought of me as someone that only wanted to sell them something. That's because that's what you were. You literally probably were doing that. I decided to go back to pure traditional business and went to Morgan Stanley Dean Witter. But after I left, what is that? Morgan's, is that a bank? It sounds like a bank, a type of bank. But after I left, I saw that there was something very attractive about network marketing that turns people on. Is that? I mean, it's money, but still. That drove me to investigate the entire industry to find out exactly what worked and what didn't work, and that's why I'm presenting to you today. Are you presenting to us? Yeah, because this is definitely me reading your book. What? That's the end of his story? What? You gotta be kidding me. That's the end of his story. He doesn't even tell the story. It sounds like he got out of network marketing. What are you talking about? Because he started his own network marketing company. That's what you're investigating, right? Anyway. Number 1. What is network marketing? Oh God, he's got definition. So what is? Why did I do this? Patrick, PBD. I know it's 2016, right? I didn't leave the job that I shouldn't have left. Although, it wouldn't put me here today, and I'm really happy with where I am today. So, but anyway, 2016. If only I could tell you. If it's in the heading, you don't need to put it in the sentence, okay? Network marketing is not an industry. Direct marketing is not an industry. Even MLM, multi-level marketing, is not an industry. It's a philosophy of marketing. That's all it is. It's a philosophy. And what is marketing? Marketing is a certain strategy that you use to get the customer's attention so that he eventually ends up buying your product. That is all network marketing is. Wrong. I mean, it's a business model, dude. It's not an industry. Like, there is a network marketing industry because there's people in the network. Let me explain. There are about 150 different ways you can market your product. Just 150. I'm going to give you an example of some of them here. Direct marketing. Direct marketing is for me to sell my products by going directly to the consumer or going directly to the business. With direct marketing, I have a product. Let me show it to you. Will you buy it? If yes. It's silly. If yes, you pay me, and in exchange for money, I give you the product and I make a profit off the sale. It's like 10, 20. I've been going a bit earlier here. It's good. Email marketing. Next, you have email marketing. Oh my God. This is not a speech, it's a book, Patrick. There's a difference. I know it's based on a video, but if you have the video, why not? Then you just would have a transcript, right? Next, you have email marketing. For many years, people that did email marketing were called the biggest con artists because they would say things like, this is an elite thing that only 7 people will be a part of, and you have an opportunity to be a part of the 7. And people would respond, oh my gosh, I've got to be a part of it. A lot of people people that did this con artists. Oh my hair, it's a bit wild. But there's a creative part to it, and it can be very effective. You didn't explain what email marketing was. You said, let me explain, and then you didn't explain it. This was a lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be dry. I was talking to Val earlier today, and I can't even remember what we were talking about, but I started laughing so much that the dogs got excited. Oh my god. They almost did that just then. That's why I was thinking about it. I just kind of read telemarketing. Telemarketing. Look at that. Oh, that's so cute. She does. She's the big mama. That is very cute. Okay. Some do telemarketing. Some do they? Cool. It's not even that funny, but it's just telemarketing is a philosophy of marketing where people in a call center make sales calls and some people buy. It's effective for some people because if you throw enough against the wall, some of it sticks. Throw enough of what? What are you talking about? PBD? I'm desperate for clarity here. Stop being so cute. You're stealing my thunder. But what is some do telemarketing, really? Affiliate marketing. God, what do they do? You already said the heading. Dude. Another one is affiliate marketing. What's why? Why ask that question? You're answering it. You don't need you have set up the conditions for us to expect that you are going to explain what these things are. Therefore, asking what's affiliate marketing in the paragraph about affiliate marketing, it's not needed. Okay. Affiliate marketing is, hey, let us put this on your website. If somebody clicks on it, we'll give you $3. If somebody buys the product, we'll give you $25. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never heard affiliate marketing explained so well in my life. Whenever an MLM talks about how MLMs and affiliate marketing are different, this right here. I'm joking, of course. Okay. Network marketing. Another one is network marketing. Oh my God. Another one. Hang on. An example. All right. I thought he might have gone for it's okay if it's the rule of thirds. What the hell? The girls are just being so cute at them. Look at them snuggling. Did the snuggle. The snuggle. Let's stay there. Stay there. Are you cute? Okay. Another one is network marketing. What is network? I can't stop every time. Okay, I will be here for a million years. What is network marketing? I am marketing my product to who? To my network. That's all it is. I am marketing my product to my network. That's network marketing. That's it. That's network marketing. Multi-level marketing. An example of network marketing is when back in the day, ING Direct said, if you help someone else open up an ING Direct account, we'll give you $25. Patrick, you're describing affiliate marketing, even though you've described it as something very different down here. But multi-level marketing says the following: if you find someone else who refers ING, they open up an account and will pay him. Why is it always a him? And 25, and we'll pay you 5. Now it becomes a level. So it's multi-level. We'll pay 2 generations. That's where the level comes in. Oh my god, he's got pages of this. Anyway, hang on, let me go back. That's a false equivalence fallacy right there. I know that. I hate to get serious on you here because this is hilarious. No, that's not the same. Because oh, sorry. Hang on. I think yeah, but the point is, ING Direct doesn't do that, Patrick. They don't do that. So, and why don't they do that? Think about that. Like, do you want to look a little bit further into that? Also, that's not an example of network marketing. Network marketing and multi-level marketing are used interchangeably, and you know it. Guerrilla marketing. Oh god, I'm afraid to read on, but I think it's going to be funny. Then you have guerrilla marketing. An example of guerrilla marketing is when you had guys that came out with a CD and they marketed it in the streets, just hitting a ton of people at the same time. I don't think guerrilla marketing is dependent on hitting a ton of people. Some call this a very con and deceptive way of doing it, but it's effective. And many major hip hop people and movie people in the world that you respect started with guerrilla marketing. Am I feeling a little bit like Patrick? Are you being a little bit racist? Is that what's happening? Are you being a little bit racist? Because it kind of seems like that. Just saying. But also, that's not really exactly what guerrilla marketing is. It's being marketed to without you really realizing it. And I don't think it's like it can be deceptive. And like, it's interesting because it's kind of like, if anyone's seen the documentary The Corporation, it talks about how, like guerrilla marketing is something like when product placement, things like that, co-opting things like Kleenex and Band-Aids, which are brands, not the name of the product. Hey, I think her ear's clean enough. All right. It's cold. It's getting cold. I should put a jumper on. I think my window's open. I should close that window. It gets a little bit warm during the day. All right, I'm going to read one more and then I'm going to go to bed. Well, get ready to go to bed, It's a long process. Behavioral marketing. Oh, God, what the fuck is this going to be? I don't know about all these marketing things. And I'm now realizing on page 6, this is going to have to be a multiple part fucking video. All right, next is behavioral marketing. Some people say, hey, the weirdest thing happened today. I went on this website for just 2 days ago to buy furniture. And today, every website I go to is advertising the same furniture to me. There's something weird going on. No, it's called behavioral marketing. Ooh, he was talking algorithm before. Some people feel that this is a little deceptive, but it's just marketing. And people buy the product because they simply see your fingerprints of where you went on the web. Jeez, we don't really call it the web these days, hey? World Wide Web. And they advertise accordingly. I mean, I don't think it's deceptive. I think it's very like it learns about you, which is creepy, I suppose. Anyway, digital marketing. Next is digital marketing. What's digital? So unnecessary. Social media. It's very, very effective. Now, some people say, I'm sick of tired of seeing ads on social media. Every time I watch a video, this guy keeps coming up. But this is digital marketing and it works. You just describe somebody complaining about it. So how does it work? PBD. Celebrity marketing. Celebrity marketing is when a celebrity or athlete says, "Hey, I use this product and it changed my life." MJ Haynes, LeBron, and Shaq are examples. That's called testimonial. Cross marketing. Then you have cross marketing. Cross marketing is when, for example, a real estate agent teams up with accountants. It's when you team up with someone and cross market products. This could just be a list. Just digital marketing. So he doesn't need to explain them. It's in the title, you know. Trade show marketing next. Trade show marketing. Trade shows are all some people talk about. PBD. I've literally never, in my 48 years of living, had a conversation with somebody about a trade show. It's so annoying. No, hang on. Trade shows are all some people talk about, and others say, "I would never do a trade show." It's so annoying. Do others say that? How is this real? How is this man? He's had. I'm pretty sure they've had Trump on the pod. The amount of people in America that are dumb as a box of hair, and they have money and influence, and it's the downfall of man. Anyway, but there are many successful trade show marketers, clearly. TV marketing. Then you have TV marketing. A lot of people do TV advertisement. It's some of the most manipulative marketing tactics. You know why? It gives people the impression such as, if you drink this beer, you're going to get laid. Or take this pill and your erections may last for the rest of your life. What are you watching? I've never seen an ad about drinking beer where I was going to get laid. I mean, it happened. Not these days, long time ago. And lifelong erections sounds painful and like quite inconvenient, to be honest. People watching that may say, "Oh my gosh, give me one of those pills." I want an erection that lasts a lifetime. What? Give me a break. You know what, PBD, I will give you a break. Okay? This is manipulative. It works. It works. It works, doesn't it? Okay, radio. And then you have radio. Nowadays, I think there's only 3 people. There is only 3 people that listen to them. There's definitely more. Just say it. Even this is 2016. Even in 2025, there's still radio, PBD. I think the best people in radio marketing are those that sell radio. In 2009, 2010, I spent $100,000 on radio and it didn't work. Radio is not what it used to be, but some people still do. They do. It's true. That's why Australia still has a number of personalities. Kyle and Jackie O, fuck them. Fucking, it is a travesty that Kyle and Jackie O have any type of prestige or money in this country. They are scum, and they are paid a lot of money. They are radio personalities in Australia, and fuck them. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. There's Howard Stern. Does he still have a radio show? Like, yeah, most people's podcast That's what radio is these days. You obviously have ads on your podcast. Anyway, why companies do network marketing. That's the marketing, all right? So we've got, let me explain different ways of direct marketing, email marketing, telemarketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, multi-level marketing, guerrilla marketing, behavioral marketing, digital, celebrity, cross, trade show, TV, radio. He sure covered a lot. He did say more than once as well that most people think these are deceptive and a con. Interesting. And I wonder if he spent $100,000 on radio advertisements for a MLM, because I don't imagine they would work. Why companies do network marketing. So with all that said and done, network marketing, multi-level marketing, and direct marketing are just philosophies on how you market your product. And do you know why companies do network marketing? Here's why. Because the cost acquisition to get the customer is cheaper. I don't have to do a TV ad and spend $400,000. I simply get it cheaper and have somebody else go and sell it. And I can pay more to the field or whatever it is. There's still a problem there that I'm going to get into, but that I don't like what they do in network marketing. Ooh, spicy. But there's a reason why people do network marketing. Cost is cheaper to get to the company. Do you want to talk about why? Yeah, it's because they don't pay for advertising. Now, this is network marketing. This is what we're talking about with network marketing. Pyramid schemes. By the way, a lot of people say, again, like, can we just link? You just need to link. Oh, I can come back over here now because okay. By the way, a lot of people say that network marketing, multi-level marketing are pyramid schemes. And every time somebody says pyramid scheme, they sound uneducated. We're on page 9 of this ebook that you wrote. And you want to say that someone who talks about pyramid schemes sounds uneducated? Ring, ring. Hello, this is the pot going to kettle black. Yeah. So I'm going to explain it so people understand it and stop using it incorrectly. In a pyramid scheme, a product doesn't exist. There's a reason why Amway and Herbalife haven't gone out of business yet. Beckham wears a Herbalife shirt, and the Orlando Magic plays in the Amway arena. Not anymore. There's a reason for that. It's not accidental. If they were pyramid schemes, they would be closed down. Oh, it's the old pyramid schemes are illegal. So we're not a pyramid scheme. And you can have product-based pyramid schemes. Patrick, I mean, we're having a laugh, but that's bullshit. I remember when I worked at Bally's, a guy showed me this thing. Did he? Did he show you a thing in the sauna? The clothing optional sauna? Did he show you a thing? Oh. He said, "Hey, you pay $500 to me. I keep 200 of it. 100 of it goes to the guy above me, and 100 goes above me. But you go out there and get 5 other people to pay you $500, and they get 5 other. Yeah. And you're going to make $100,000 a month." I said, "What's the product?" He said, "There is no product. That's the great thing about it. There's no product." He was a con artist. Why did you meet so many shifty people at the fucking gym, dude? He was a con artist. 6 months later, he went to prison, which is exactly what needs to happen with people who run pyramid schemes. Are you sure about that? And he's about to talk about Ponzi schemes, which is what that was. Another common thing that people say about network marketing or MLM is that it's a Ponzi scheme, but most people don't even know the history of Ponzi schemes. Oh yeah, a guy named Charles Ponzi, blah, 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 blah. Ponzi scheme came from an Italian businessman. Is this the airplane game? From an Italian businessman named Charles Ponzi. He was a con artist that did business in the US and Canada. He went to people and said, "If you give me $100, I'll return it to you within $150 with 150 in 60 days, and I'll give you 200 within 90 days." He was the first and original, the same thing. Bernie Madoff type of guy who made, I think, 10 million during that time, which is a lot of money. So he was successful in his scam. And also, that kind of sounds like what you were talking about before, right? So people may say this is a Ponzi scheme, but in a Ponzi scheme, there is no product. Money just moves around, and when money moves, there's no product. You go straight to prison. And people who do this belong in prison for trying to rip people off. Your fave, Trump, was also involved in a pyramid scheme. Also, oh no, he's about to talk about types of products. Okay, that's sex toys. so excited. I hit my teeth. I hit my teeth. I hit my microphone into my teeth. Nutritional MLMs. Melaleuca. He listed Melaleuca here. 2016, Patrick Bet-David accuses Melaleuca of being an MLM. That is actually kind of huge. When I say there are sex toys companies, I literally mean sex toys. That's hilarious. That's a little teaser. This is too good. And by the way, if capitalism ever gets a bad name because people try to win in the game of capitalism, planned game of capitalism, Joe Rogan, with shortcuts, and they try to hurt people, those people belong in prison. I agree with you, Patrick Bet-David. Damn. That was way juicier than I thought it was gonna be. Like, for realsies. Like, and hilarious. Like, he could go far. It's 2025. He's a fucking billionaire. Well, no, he's not a billionaire. He's a millionaire. Ooh, he's about to talk about ACN. That's the one that Trump was involved in. Yeah. Interesting. So there's an introduction to Patrick Bet-David, podcaster. Yeah. I don't know that he is helping the cause of the truth about MLM. I think, yeah, interesting. Yeah. All right. This is a bit of a different video, but still anti-MLM. A little bit of capitalism. Well, every MLM video is a criticism on capitalism, really. So yeah, but I'm gonna keep reading it. It was enjoyable, and hope you enjoyed it as well. We have a laugh, don't we? We laugh and laugh. All right, thanks for being here. If you can like and subscribe, I appreciate that, and I will see you soon. Okay. All right. Bye.